Hi everyone, Jakob here. Just completed a 6-player Rise draft that had some pretty strong players in it, and what I'm going to do now is give everybody's deck a grade. So I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up, starting with Malarkey 32. Malarkey did not beat anybody in terms of winning matches, but he did actually beat me one game, which feel pretty silly about, although, he has some decent cards. What really hurt me was this Titans General with the Infused Worm. Um, this is not a bad. There's some decent cards in here, but the first thing that jumps out at me is he's running 30 cards, which is 4 or 5 more than you should be running. If you're a purist, you probably say you should only run 25. Sometimes I like to run 26, just in case it gets down to where milling becomes a factor. That way I figure I've got one more card than most. But often I run just 25. So Diffusion Blade I probably wouldn't play. Elder Scroll, Knowledge Dampener I wouldn't play. Virtuous Light I like. The Infused Worm and the Mind Pierce Rangers are no good. Looks like my battery's going to die. I'm not a fan of the Ice Elemental. I actually kind of like the Ghoulish Acolyte. Fester Vermins I'm not a fan of. The Monomoths, Overall, this is there's some good cards here, but there's too many cards, and there's too much trash. So for me, this gets a D. I'm going to pause this video while I plug in. Okay, plugged in now, so shouldn't have any battery issues. Let's take a look at Tyrlin and see what he's running. So at first glance, this is not too terrible here. Actually, there's some pretty decent stuff. I like the Time Bolts. I like the Fey Timekeepers. Just got some stuff that can, slow the opponent down. He's got an Inner Fire and a Linked Pain, and the Demonic Thoughts. That's a weird card to be running. It's not what I thought it was at first. I thought it was the one that makes your holy hero lose a heart. I don't know why he'd be running Demonic Thoughts. He's got some decent removal here. And he's got a Fisher Worm, which is nice. The Lord of Flames is good. But there are some problems here. So Demonic Thoughts is a problem. Spirit Drifter, I don't understand why you'd be playing that. I'm also not a fan of the Bomb Strapper or really the Dire Wolf or the Ice Elemental. And the Monomoth, I've tried it. I'm not a huge fan. Also don't really like the Angel's Tear here. But the good cards that he has are quite good, particularly the Spiteful Demon, the Fire Shots, the Nimble Fey is great, the Fisher Worm, of course, Willow Bard. So that buffs some mystical creatures. So yeah, that's pretty nice with the Fey Timekeepers. Maybe that's why he's going with the Monomoth and the Wise Owl. Pretty decent deck here. I think I could win with this, but there is some trash in it. So for that, I figure at this point I can't give you a pass. Rise has been out forever. You got to know what's good and what's not. If this were Tribes, I might give it a B, but this is Rise, so I'm going to give this a grade of a C. All right, my guildmate Wiki. Let's see what he's running. What on earth is he doing running these Spirit Drifters? I do not understand that at all. Maybe he knows something that I don't, but since I came in third and he came in fourth, I'm going to say that he doesn't. Boy, that's too many bursts of strengths too, in my opinion. I'm not really excited about this deck here. I wouldn't want to run this. Too many Spirit Drifters, too many bursts of strength. The Brawl is okay, but it's really best when you have Fisher Worms. So, or if you're, put a chump blocker out, like the elf, the 3/1 elf. That's good with Brawl as well. Here, I mean, it can also combo okay with like a Hired Shield or a Nervous Guard, I guess. I don't know. The Priestess, Blessed Peacocks, and then these Spirit Drifters and Bursts of Strength. I don't really get it. There's some okay stuff here, but not great in my opinion. So, sorry Wiki, but I'm giving you a C- on this. Alright, I guess I'll throw mine up here. So the first thing I notice is there's not really great removal. That was an issue for me. Brute Force is okay. I really like Swap, and you saw why. Goblin Fireworks are okay, but they're risky. Smite I never even got a chance to use, but I do kind of like running one. Linked Pain is good. Burst of Strength, I don't mind running one, but more than that, I don't know. The Rage Invokers are great. Dwarven Taskmaster, I just didn't have anything better to put in. Haunting Wraiths and Grave Robbers are both great. The Hired Shield is great. The Nervous Guards are, again, I didn't have anything better to put in. The Mind Pierce Ranger was really only there because I knew I was going to be dealing with the Eternal Dragons. I'd normally never run that. I like the Fate Timekeepers, like the Fire Shot Arrow. Hexlifter Cleric, again, not really anything better to put in. And Raged Elf is okay. All in all, decent, but not great. I'm going to give this a B-. Alright, let's see what Doc has got. This is a deck. This is what you'd want to see. I'd much rather have something like this. Cursed Reanimation is going to be an absolute terror with any of these Fissure Worms or the Eternal Dragon. You can see why he picked it up. Of course, I passed on that Cursed Reanimation. He could probably do with a little bit more removal, but you know, the Smites, as long as your opponent plays a undead card, you're in good shape there. He's running 2 Burst of Strengths. You know, I don't know. I guess I can forgive him that because I think Burst of Strength is particularly nice with the Fissure Worm. Brawl is nice with the Fissure Worm as well. Why the heck is everybody running these Spirit Drifters? Everybody must know something I don't. These are terrible cards in my opinion. Haunting Wraith is great. Hellions are great. Spiteful, Big Game Hunter, both great cards. Nervous Guard is, you know, I'm actually kind of starting to like this a little bit more. Fire Shot's good. Field Recruiter's great. I like the Fey Timekeepers. And here the Monomoths make sense. You've got 4 cards that have a cost of 7. I can understand why you put those out. It's a pretty darn good deck. You know, I think what would make it better is if it had more removal, like a Smother or something like that. I'm going to give this an A-. Pretty solid deck. Alright, now let's take a look at champs. So, not great removal here. He's running Spirit Drifters as well. Someone has got to explain to me why those are good. Titan's Might is huge. He's running the Hurls, which can be effective, but you have to use them effectively. I know that's not the wisest thing you've ever heard me say, but it is what it is. I'm channeling my inner John Madden today. I don't like the Blessed Peacock. I actually like Doc's deck better than I like Champs. But on the strength of the Eternal Dragon and the Fissure Worms and the Titan's Might, I guess I'll give it a B plus. Under normal circumstances, I'd probably give it an A minus, but since I gave Doc an A minus, and I like his better than Champs, I'm going to give Champs a B plus. So there you go. You've seen everybody's deck. Thanks for watching.